When I tell you that free-to-plays are going to be in for a very big surprise on the aspect of you're screwed, I am not at all sugarcoating this in the slightest. Right now, what we're running into is the fact that first, we started off with a great thing. Not even this. We have to realize we just went through, before Liz released, a collaboration that a lot of players went, kind of wild for. That being, again, very good characters. You had a wonderful unknown character being Albedo. You had Shalltear being another wonderful unknown character. You also had Ainz, though a little bit gimmicky. He still wasn't, that bad. And then you had a free character, which we don't care about. But mainly, you had a wonderful collaboration. That collaboration then running into a festival character being Liz, who first for the Goddess team is very strong, and a kind of must-have on the aspect that it's a light character. You skip a light character, who knows if you're ever getting it again. Yes, they implemented this system, which also made people more broke. What happened was, by doing this system here, it was the greatest tool ever to make people keep summoning, right? For example, they got me. I missed my L like a stupid person, correct? I just, couldn't summon or whatever. And because of that, I got Liz around the 300 mark. Now, me getting Liz at the 300 mark caused me to go all the way until the 900 mark to get my L. At the end of the day, I still didn't pull Bond. So if I was in that situation where I'm like, all right, I gotta keep going for Bond, well, they won. They won in that aspect. Now, you have to realize that with this going on here, first off, we're not going to really consider this a free-to-play, kind of territory where it's ruining you. Yeah, the costume is nice. Yeah, the character's cool. It's sadly just not a good character, right? She's not going to be, game-changing, game-breaking, unless, something happens and the next character just fully, kind of works with her just 10 out of 10. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know if they care about humans like that. We're literally about to go into a big update, being a demon update. Now, what's gonna happen to humans is my big question. Because January is not a festival, clearly. That's gonna be now February. February is the festival. Is that Chaos Arthur? Who knows? Yeah, you would think, oh my god, they're doing a human here. Maybe that means we're gonna get a human at the end of the month, but it's Melly's festival. That's what this month usually has. So I'd be shocked if it's not Melly. But let's just say this really is a skip. You cannot summon for this character, so you have to let her go. I know. Waifu, whatever, you can't summon for her. You know why also, right? So first you went through a collaboration, with this year being a great collaboration that players were just losing their mind for, into Liz, a level character, or festival level character, right? Which is a Fez itself, yeah? A light level character, I'm trying to say, with, again, a little bit of a thing over here where you had to push the 900, even if you got her early to get the other characters. You had that. You then are going to go into Melly. Melly's going to be the end of year banner, which is 2 weeks away. Remember, they also shortened the festival this year. Last year, Escanor was 5 weeks going into Melly. This year, it is 4 weeks going into Melly. Remember that now, right? Now, beyond that, you also have the aspect of something else kicking up. That being, again, the entire costume shop. And I know people are going to be like, dude, GoGo. Who free-to-play needs to summon for costumes or get them? A lot of people do. A lot of people have been requesting this to return, and every year, as free-to-play say, I'm not spending on it, they then proceed to spend on it. It always happens, and it's a yearly tradition that my comment section will say, I'm not spending on the costume shop, and then the costume shop comes back, and they're like, GoGo, what do I summon for? What do I get from the costume shop? Who do I go for? That's always the case. So let's say you just went through a 600 banner, into a 900 banner, into a 900 banner, and then a costume shop, right? Which, by the way, it's going to be pricey. Let's say I just want to max out my tier. Theoretically, I need 2 costumes to do that. We got one from a Hawk Pass. So if I do need 2 costumes, there you go. I already spent basically 80 gems? Or 60 gems, just like that. Then I gotta get the second one, 120. Now, most likely, if we were to count it up, one person going Demon King, let's say you're going Mael, let's say you're going let's say Bond, right? 3 characters. Now, 3 characters, let's say you're only bare minimum buying, 2 costumes per character. What happens then? You're already kicking up a pretty high amount, correct? You're already in 300 gems, half rotation on a standard banner. You already see where that situation comes in, that this is going to screw you too. Then, on top of that, yes, I know people keep saying in my comments, this is worthless. You have to see this. Also, people loving this. This system is, goated as hell. And I just want to say something real quick to the Netmarble team. You tell everyone, right, or you told everyone, that we have to remove Tower Trials because it's blocking UI, and then you proceed to keep this shop in the game. Who actually, other than now, who actually visits the shop and's yeah, you know what? I want to go check out the item shop. I think it was what it's called on Global, right? And I want to go and buy a stamp pack. Who actually in their right mind says that? I'm just very curious, right? I have never visited the shop in 2-3 years. I don't give a damn about the shop. But with this shop, they finally updated it after let's say 4 years, dude. I swear this thing has not been updated since launch, but they updated it. And for me, I'm going to be spending 31 gems here, but I do know a lot of players that are going for this. Yes, you might say it's a terrible mechanic, but as of right now, I have 73 coins. At the end of the season, I'll get another 20, another 10, let's say whatever, I can get a character. Now, if I'm behind, and players are behind, everyone that I've talked to is actually considering buying like either 10 to 20 to 30 coins of this, which it's going to get pricey. Be honest with yourselves. It's going to get pricey the way you do it. But a lot of players are looking forward to the system. So you have to realize a collaboration was there first, then a festival, then a festival. During the festival, it is going to be a costume sale. Then during the costume sale, it is going to be a gem exchange event for this stuff over here. Correct? So it's going to be so rough. If you are contemplating these things, I will say your first focus is to not touch any of the stuff here. The first thing you need to do is make sure you acquire Liz if you want her. Yes, people are saying I want to skip this character because Melly's going to be the better character. If you want to do that, I told you, just wait till the last day and find out what happens. That is always the best thing a free-to-play can do. Will Melly shatter this meta? Will Melly work with her? I actually talked to some of the homies in call, and we had some great theories, minus one person. And those theories were, yes, Liz, theoretically, given she's Queen Liz, if we were to think about this logistically, why would you not let Melly work with Liz? I'm just saying this now. That is the biggest blunder on Netmarbles' part. If they just let Liz, you know, be solo and Melly be solo, like, oh no, he's demon still, he's demon team. Who the fudge smoked and then decided to do that, right? Makes no sense. So I'm gonna say that she doesn't get like power crept to hell, but like they can team up maybe or something like that. I don't know, but I am hoping that it's not like a thing like that. You kind of want to use Liz and Melly together. They're literally, you know, kind of husband and wife. You're like, hey, why can't I? I mean, you know. So hopefully, like they did it with Bond and Lane, correct? The same way. They made it where Bond now worked with the Lane post buff, so that was there. Were they like a dynamic duo combo? Not really, but I'm hoping that this kind of happens where it's that case, so that like she doesn't get fully power crept. But again, wait till the last day if you're really that like scared or whatnot. Beyond that though, when it does come to the next entire thing, I would say still it's focus on 2 festivals, take care of those 2 things first, and then consider, do I need any costumes for these characters? Remember, Hell, Melly, and Liz will not be on sale, so you consider, I want Demon King, I want this, I want that. Alright, so I quickly am going to amend this into the video because I later realized this while editing, or rather while actually recording it. I realized by checking the dates because I'm not that smart. I realized that guess what? The value of the shop drops like drastically, heavily, like massively. Why? It only lasts for 13 days, correct? So what they did here basically is another great move. It's a smart move. They are cooking when it comes to cooking you. What they did is this thing over here. So I put 2 and 2 together like, oh, if you're going to make this last until the festival, it's a festival event, right? This is going to last until Melly's festival ends. That's how it's going to go. If I go to sale event over here, this stuff will be there for that many days. Let's see. This is 14 days for these skins, which they're Christmas skins. I by the way, never mentioned that, but yes, the Christmas skins are here. Most of them aren't worth it because they're such old characters, unless you want your Green Escanor to be so dripped down when he's a LR. You can do it that way, but beyond that, these things will last for a very long time. Where is the thing? It doesn't say when the sale ends, but the sale ends when Melly's festival leaves, so it's a lot of time. Now, what they did here was, because again, I put 2 and 2 together, it's like, oh, shouldn't this be like a festival event? No, it's not. It's not a festival event, right? It is a pre-fez event in a way of it expires right when the festival launches. So if you want Melly, correct? And you're at like 900 gems here, and you wanted to summon a Melly first and then risk your gems here, it's not going to work like that. You have to make sure you've calculated how much you're spending and how much you have to make sure you can still guarantee Melly, because this is going to end before Melly arrives. So whatever I said was like, I want to do this at the end. No, I can't. I have to do this now to decide, okay, I have, like, let's say on global, I'm screwed, right? Global free to play, I am done for because right now I haven't finished my rotation yet, but when I'm done with my rotation, I'm about like around 150 to 180 gems. Now 180 gems, maybe 200. Going into the next festival is cursed. It's cursed. That's all because Albedo and the Fez just ruined me, but who's counting? So that's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm definitely on my free to play still going to buy this because again, Esther Pen is like the biggest gatekeeper for me. But like I'm definitely, again, I'm not looking at this regardless. But for any of you looking at it, you might have to wait now. You have to realize like just you have to let it go. You have to, because there's a Fez that you do not want to miss. If you have enough gems to spit out towards this, you can do it. But I wouldn't anymore for the reason of it ends like right when the Fez goes live. So if you're at like 1,000 gems and you're like, oh, I can easily spare 100 gems to buy, you know, how many of her coins, go do it. Who's gonna stop you, right? That's fine. But if it's like, I got 800 gems or like 600 gems and I'm gonna still do it and then potentially not get melee because I'm smart. No, it doesn't work like that. You're gonna screw your whole account up. So keep that in mind. I'm trying my best to like explain this in a proper manner. It's just, I can't believe I realized at the very end of the video, this ends in 13 days. So you'll have to decide this first, then decide the festivals, and then decide the costume shop. That's like the quick little this into this into this, right? 3 things. It's this first, into banner, into that. I would still say that most free players can just avoid this. Just head to the banner and then head to the costume shop, or even just head to banners only. Maybe this is not even a nightmare for you. It's just banners and that's it. Could be the case. Who knows?